Hi, Aquarius. I did the same thing again. I think I did this to Gemini or Aries. I can't remember, but I caught myself. Only got 3 cards down before I realized I wasn't recording. Okay, so hi. This is your healing or how to heal after a toxic relationship. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this may resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. Check the description box below for other particulars you need to know. Okay, so we have King of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, all right, 6 of Cups, 3 of Swords, Emperor, 2 of Swords. Okay, dokie. Let's see. What's this? 8 of Swords. This could be Virgo. That's King of Pentacles. What's this 8 of Swords here? So this, all right, so you don't trust your person. It could be issues of trust in general, but you don't feel like you can rely on or count on your person to move forward. You don't trust them at what they say, but you don't know, you don't want to let things go yet. You don't know what to do. And you don't want to feel pressured to have to make a decision quickly because you don't know what you want to do. You just want this person to actually care also, and it looks like you've got someone that doesn't want to have to stick around for the resolution, that they just up and bailed, and you're just like, I don't know how to get through this. It'd be really cool if you could show up and we could at least talk about this, but no, okay, awesome, thanks. Like that, and you're spending a lot of time kind of reminiscing, perhaps, and thinking about what to do and why, and it's keeping you stuck, and this might have grown into a pattern for you. Could also be that kids are involved and they're a point of contention between you two, that there could be a way that since that your person hasn't done right by you, you're not letting them near the kids because you're like, okay, if you're not going to be reliable for me, I'm not letting you. And I know that's going to be like a touchy subject for some of you, but just consider it. It doesn't mean that it is, but just consider it. What's this? Got nothing but time to think and self-care unless you're a first responder or an essential worker. Thank you for your service. I mean that. But I mean, we're all kind of in-house right now, so there's a lot of thinking about this. This 8 of Swords about for Aquarius. Page of Wands, we got kids. Could be about the kids. It's this 8 of Wands. King of Wands. Okay, so King of Pentacles, King of Wands. That could be Sagittarius. This 6 of Cups here. 4 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. What's this Emperor? All right. Big Daddy energy. 5 of Swords. Okay. Yep. All right. The time for indecisiveness or not knowing what to do is over. This is about you needing to make a decision. And we got the blindfold here and we got the blindfold here. This is about not keeping this connection active anymore. You've got someone that has that doesn't stick around to problem solve anyway. That's just not their vibe. They don't do that. This is not somebody that sticks around in general. This is someone that they're great when it's fun and they'll stick around when it's fun, but they do not. They are far too dynamic or even restless to stay in one place for very long, especially if there's drama, especially if somebody is unhappy with them, especially if they're being called out. If there's issues, drama, problems, they don't stick around. What's this 2 of Swords? They secretly cannot stand to fall out of favor. They don't like being seen in a negative light. Hold on a minute, I gotta put some chapstick on here. Okay. So you've got someone that doesn't like having to kind of sit down to talk about things or to resolve something or to come to resolution. They don't like having to work with someone. They don't mind having things be about them and they get to delegate or direct or control or dictate, but they don't want to have to be part of the solution. They don't mind telling you what to do and then you do it and report back, but they don't want to be part of the solution here. This is someone that when the going gets tough, they get going. And so it kind of leaves you quite literally like, okay, I don't know what to do about this. We haven't spoken in a while. Like, I don't know where we stand. You don't need them to tell you. That's kind of perpetuating the whole dynamic, is you waiting for them to tell you what's up between you. You don't need them to tell you that. You can decide, this is where we're at for me. We're not. So, you know what I mean? Like, you get to step up and take control and make those decisions and take the reins in your hands. And this is Just because you had a dynamic connection with this person, maybe one of longevity, maybe this is how you two do, there's a new sheriff in town. You don't need to continue the dynamic anymore. Now, let's be honest, we've got Ronageddon, like everybody's in-house right now. But you don't need to continue in this vein. You don't need to wait to hear from them. You're giving away your power to somebody who's already on to the next person or next situation. No. This is not, so this might be someone to have fun with when they blow into town, but she or he is not interested in roots with you. They're not reliable. They're not partner material. And you waiting around to hear what their decision is or what you want to do based on what they say is just kind of continuing more of the same. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to hear from them to decide what to do. You can take power back in your own hand, make some decisions on your own here for your own well-being and interest. And if this is not about you being the only one concerned about problem solving this issue. This is you letting it go. You have your answer. This person's not around when they should be. There's your answer. They're going to tell you without telling, which is showing you through their behavior that they're not reliable and they're not around when you need them. You can't count on them. And you've got nothing but time to think now, because it's not like you're hearing from them or talking to them about anything. So this is about you being like, well, dang it, I wish we coulda, shoulda, woulda. And that's fine. But I'm not saying, well, that's fine. No, but that's okay. There might be a chance for that later. Things did change pretty quickly here, so it could very well be that this person is concentrating on self-care right now. Okay, fine. But they could still send word or message somehow. Not everybody's an essential worker or a first responder. If you are, thank you for your service. But for those of us that aren't, and you've got nothing to do but sit around and think about what the heck's going on, and they themselves are not a first responder or essential worker, they could have, at least from afar, if you're not sheltering in place together, you could still be in communication. There could still be resolution to whatever these issues are. Plenty of time for that, obviously. So the fact that this is basically you lamenting a relationship that shoulda, coulda, woulda. There's sadness here, but it's over and done with. You need to give it a rest. You can't be the only one interested in working things out or interested in continuing the relationship because of longevity, because you have a history or a past. This person wants to be let go, let them. They want to go out and do their own thing. They want to make changes in their life. They're going to bounce, let them. You don't want to keep somebody that doesn't want to be kept. And you know that. I'm preaching to the choir. All right. Those four. This could be, it could be that you're trying to continue the relationship because of longevity, but they could also not be letting go of something that happened and they just can't get over whatever happened from a while ago. So you're wanting to hold it together because of we've got all this history between us, and they're like, yeah, that's what's breaking my heart is the way things have been. I can't get over that. I gotta go. And your job is to say, okay, gonna pull back energy and focus on me. That's what your job is to do, Aquarius, is pull back your energy and focus on you. That was for Aquarius. No more trying to figure this out with someone who doesn't want to be figured out. Or there it is. There's that self-care. This is you needing to focus on your well-being and your self-care, taking care of yourself, because your person's got to take care of themselves. And this is not a relationship that has ended. This is a toxic relationship I'm talking about. So I'm not talking about something where you and your person can't be together because of Coronageddon, but once it's over, you two are going to be, out and about together. This is not that. This is something that you're trying to work through that it's been very hard for you to let go of, and it's not, your person is not, you two have history, and it's taken its toll on you. So this is not someone that you've started with or been dealing with, and then here's Ronageddon throwing a wrench in the works. This is a dynamic that was around before Ronageddon hit, before the whole COVID thing. So this is someone that doesn't want to problem solve with you. This is someone that doesn't deal with heartache or pain. You know how they deal with it? They bounce. They're out of there. That's how they deal with heartache. They get gone. They leave. They shut down. They don't contribute. They don't do anything. They don't problem solve. They bail. And it could be that you're left dealing with the kids. You're like, okay, well, you're more than capable of doing that, so that's not a problem. But it is about you refocusing on you and yours, not looking for this person for any answers, because they don't have any for you. This is what they do. They don't let go of things. They keep people at arm's length. When things get rough, they go. That's it. It's very simple for them. It's very itinerant, and no use lamenting or chasing after someone that does that, because they're not going to give you what you need. You're wanting respect and loyalty for the longevity and for the feelings, and we came up together and this and that, or we've got kids together. All the more reason for them to bounce, because you know what that means is, oh gosh, problems dead ahead. Because the more you get to know someone, the more of a chance for problems to happen, for drama to happen. Someone's going to eventually hurt somebody's feelings the longer you know somebody. And kids, oh God, I don't know what to do with kids. Point being, it could be that this person is an excellent parent, but the point is, they don't want the obligation. They don't want to figure things out. You're more than capable of doing that yourself. I know. This is you realizing, you know what? It would really be nice if somebody showed up, but I guess they're not. So fine, I get it. You're not going to put yourself in harm's way anymore emotionally either. This is pulling back your power and focusing on yourself and your well-being. Not looking to them for answers anymore. Shutting down and giving it a rest. Aquarius. For some of you, this could be pregnancy. Not knowing what to do about finding out about a pregnancy. Oopsie. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So that's basically, wisdom is knowledge applied, right? So you're taking what you know and you're doing something with it, which is learning from it. Or, oh, now that I know this, I'm going to change behavior so I don't do the same thing and get the same results and wonder why something's not working. Armed with new information, you're going to take it and use it and make different choices. So this is realizing and understanding the dynamic of what you two have. This person's avoidant. This person bails when the going gets tough. You're going to be left high and dry, not just because of news you recently shared about a possible pregnancy or because of a difficulty that you two are having. This is a pattern with you. This is always someone that's always going to bail. You know this. So this is about realizing that and shutting your attachment and connection with them down, shutting it down. Aside from the shelter in place, to self-care and nurture, this is also you pulling back any kind of other energy you might have been waiting for or entertaining about. When this is all over, we could, So how do you get over it? Pull back the energy that you were invested in this person, thinking about them, still keeping the lines of communication open as much as you can, at least about the relationship. If you have kids, obviously. But as far as you two being anything, being a thing, no more talk about that. As much as you can, no more mental energy about that. As much as you can, self-care and focusing on you and getting order and balance restored and building yourself back up emotionally. Because what you look to this person to help you figure something out or waiting for their decision or giving them time, you're going to be waiting a long time. No more. No more. They don't want it. All right, Aquarius, I hope this was helpful. I talked longer than I wanted to, but I'm glad to see you pulling back your power here, because this is good energy being thrown after bad, and you are more than capable of handling what you're waiting for this person to give their input on. You're more than capable. You're just giving them the benefit of the doubt. Loyalty, courtesy, all that. They don't want it. They don't care. So, okay, you have your answer. Even though they haven't told you your answer, you have your answer. Focusing on you, self-care, well-being, and taking care of yourself. Being secure and forthright. And can I just say that the winning streak continues financially for you, Aquarius. You're more than capable of providing for yourself and taking care of yourself also. You're in a very good position financially. So thankfully for you, that's not a concern, and self-care and being able to invest in that at home and not have to worry about other things is, the Aquarians that are meeting for you, that part's okay. So it's not like you need anything from this person. You're fully capable of handling you and yours right now. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by, and love and support to you. You be safe out there. Take care.